Hello there! Kyle Katarn here,
And Bendu.
coming back for another community Q&A, where we answer questions from all of you.
And we're also combining it with a mailbag.
Yep, because someone sent us a package. We're gonna open it right here and figure out what the hell it is.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. So, and you gave us some really awesome questions, especially in the last moment with the Instagram put out from...
Yeah, if you follow Kyle Katarn on Instagram, you also have an opportunity to submit questions for the monthly Q&As. So make sure you're doing that.
Yeah, these ones are pretty funny. Well, at least some of them are. So, without any further ado...
Let's get to some questions. Han Solo asks, what would be a satisfying ending to Episode 9 for you? What do you think / want to happen, or where it might go? Damn.
The immediate thing that I would really like to see that Ahsoka and kind of the ending of Rebels kind of really brought in was, especially kind of with the title of The Last Jedi, I would really kind of like to see a more gray, sort of like gray Jedi kind of takeaway.
Totally.
Like there's no Sith anymore, there's no just purely Jedi anymore, it's just the Force and the will of the Force, and just like, yeah, keeping the universe in balance.
That kind of jives with what Ben was saying about, like, let the past die.
Yeah.
No more Jedi, no more Sith.
Yeah.
But he wants to do it in like a rule kind of way.
Right.
But
So
who knows,
I'm not sure at all what I would predict as into like what characters might still like stay alive or not make it through at all. I don't know. I'm kind of like really open to whatever may happen with the ending, because it's gonna be, I don't remember if it's a different director.
It's JJ. It's JJ coming
okay.
back. Yeah.
So since it is JJ coming back, there could be a lot of older questions that could finally get answers. Or
it's true. Like the parents, raised parents and all that, which kind of got abandoned.
Yeah, or how Maz got the Skywalker lightsaber in the first place.
I would very much like to know how she got that lightsaber. I don't know what I would like to see. I don't know. I just want it to feel classic Star Wars to me. I'm one of the people that is totally fine with me playing it safe. There was a lot of criticism of Episode 7 for being like a cookie cutter reprint of Episode 4, and that's not what I'm asking for. But I want it to, I don't know, I want it to feel familiar. I want it to be able to pull at nostalgia as well as bringing me something new. I don't know, plot-wise, I couldn't tell you, but I want to see some classic goddamn aliens. I want to see my Twi'leks. I want to see my Rhodians. I want to see, a Duros here or there. We'll see. But that's the one main criticism that I've had about the sequel trilogy, is there haven't been a whole lot of like legacy aliens or like prequel aliens. It's a great opportunity to make all three eras feel like one, is by having the background aliens be dudes that you saw running around in Filoni's Clone Wars.
Yeah. One thing / idea I heard for an ending, which I don't remember if I heard it somewhere else, but it would be really cool if like the very ending of the movie was either Chewbacca telling the legacy / story of Star Wars to like younger Wookiees or other species, or R2 like projecting, because he was there, or is. So I think that could honestly be a really cool ending. Therefore, whatever new trilogy comes out story-wise,
lays the groundwork out
to be anything, and that could be a crystal clear ending of the Skywalker legacy / family line also.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know if you know this, that's what originally George Lucas wanted to have. That was that R2-D2 was telling the story to the Wills.
Going the wrong way, It was
supposed to be the Journal of the Wills. Yeah.
The movie intros. Yeah, the prologues, that's what I was trying to think of. Yeah. But yeah, that would be really cool. So plot-wise, not sure, but ending, there's some cool visual things, I think.
I do want to see Lando, and that's all but confirmed. Actually, I think it was confirmed.
Right?
He was on both of them.
Ah, yeah.
Lando, and then that's the theory, is that Naomi Ackie's going to play his daughter, but we'll see if that pans out.
Next question.
Michael Jasnewski says, who would you choose to be your mentor in Star Wars? It doesn't have to be a Jedi.
So, I know they said that it didn't have to be a Jedi, but the two biggest mentors that like come to mind, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Solid choice.
Like, that would be just... Yeah, no, I think that he kind of walks a bit more of a middle line that would be really cool to follow. Well, see, now I think about it, I'm like, Yoda. But I think everyone would choose Yoda, that's why I'm going with Qui-Gon.
I wouldn't choose Yoda.
Both of them have a different sort of wisdom to it. My
I wouldn't wanna learn
my
from him.
second choice would be, because I'm a Quinlan Voss fan, so Master Thom, who is like in charge
Yes,
of the
yes.
Jedi Order's like not shadow unit, but like the spies. Like he's a
Black
lot
Ops.
more. Yeah. So he's a lot more of the Ravenclaw teachers of the Jedi. So like I would definitely choose either Master Thom or Qui-Gon Jinn for sure.
As for me,
Thrawn.
you know, Thrawn is an excellent suggestion,
Yeah.
and I thought about Thrawn, but you know what? I would take it a step higher, just a couple pay grades higher, and I think my mentor would be Darth Plagueis.
Just go straight for the Senate.
Yeah.
Just
and
go straight.
No, I'm going over the Senate's head. The Senate is like,
Plague. Yeah.
Darth Plagueis. I'm gonna-
Gotcha.
I want to learn everything that he's got, and then I'd kill him in his sleep. And then, we'll just take it from there. But, yeah, no, I feel like he would have the most to teach you out of everybody. There's, arguably he may still be around. We don't know. Or up until 8.
Use my knowledge. I bet on you.
Yeah, I'd use that knowledge. I'd use it hard.
All right. Lily D asks, who would win in a fight, the Separatists or the First Order?
Oh, okay. Well, so the obvious thing that you first made. So the thing that jumps out at me straight away is a big time difference there, and technology has gotten a whole lot better, and I feel like the weapons of the First Order are just a whole lot stronger than they were 60 years ago.
Yeah, the only thing that the Trade Federation and the Separatists had was just pure like mass production of droid units, but
Yeah.
Starkiller Base.
Well, okay, yes, Starkiller Base. You could just wipe out all of the Separatist planets in one fell swoop. There is one thing though that the Separatists have that First Order doesn't, and that is old school Force user trained leadership. Count Dooku.
Yeah.
My man Darth Tyrannus.
Yeah. If we're
Kylo versus Dooku, he would whip the pants off him. He would embarrass Kylo. Like, yeah, no questions asked. A bold claim.
You are no Sith. Yeah, no.
He would. Yeah, it would be humiliating for Kylo Ren. So I feel like if you're going army versus army, the First Order would crush the Separatists. But if you're going with their leadership going at it, I don't think Kylo stands a chance against Count Dooku.
Yeah, I mean, I would even go as far as to
Not a
say,
chance.
I think that even if it were like Dooku Snoke, like I think Dooku would definitely like keep his distance from Snoke for a hot second, but then he would just like hurl a couple Force lightnings, realize that like, oh, Snoke's just like this decrepit dude in a bathrobe. Okay, and then just
It's true.
or
Well,
just throw the saber and like. do some
Dooku's
other
like
shit.
he's got a whole different playbook when he's dealing with other villainous people. Like he doesn't even consider Kylo Ren to be a villainous. He's just some little upstart with a lightsaber that doesn't work very well.
Yeah.
But Snoke, he would like build an
He's a
allegiance with him
Force
and like get
user.
to know him and then just betray the fuck out of him at the last second and like.
And then adopt the First Order.
Exactly, and then
Yeah.
the First Order would just be like part of his army. That's how Dooku goes because he's got the smarts.
Governmental / war bodies. First Order. First
Yeah.
Order would win.
The First Order would. First Order would win in a show of might for sure.
Yeah.
All right, next
But
question.
that was a good question, though. Thank you.
Okay, Richard J is putting you on blast. He wants to know, was Bendu your troll Desan? He seems to have disappeared. Were you?
No.
Jacques Hughes, were you Desan?
I was not Desan.
Okay, who is
I
Desan?
had
Where
to-
are
I
you
had
and
to
are you
Google-
okay?
I had to Google image him real quick because I wasn't even sure who he was.
Oh, I knew straight
Yeah,
away.
no, dude reminded me real quick of like whatever that video game was in like the 2000s where you had to protect yourself from like dinosaur hybrids, fucking like Turok sort of shit. I was like, who is this dinosaur-looking Power Rangers villain, motherfucker?
Desan
So,
is
like,
the
no,
villain.
I am not Desan.
Desan is the villain from Jedi Outcast. He was Kyle Katarn's primary antagonist back in the best game that they ever made. I know Jedi Academy is awesome, Dark Forces were great, but Jedi Outcast was the best in the whole series. Fight anyone on that. But yeah, no, he used to leave a whole bunch of comments on all my videos. I'm quoting the game. He seemed to have disappeared. So maybe this public denouncement of his trolling, I don't know.
Right?
We'll rifle. If you're out there watching this, yeah, you
Don't
you
let
gotta bring
me
it.
take credit for your shit.
You gotta bring it. You gotta show us what you got. It's gonna go Zodiac and send you. He even sent us a creepy a letter once to one of the mailbags.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I treasure that. But
Kept it on the refrigerator for a while.
he's been gone for a while. So if you're out there,
Yeah, don't let me take credit.
step it up. Inert Rhombus 8 has a couple questions here. We're gonna just pick out the best ones. Okay, rapid fire.
Yeah.
Lego Star Wars or Angry Birds Star Wars?
Oh,
Lego
Star Wars.
Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
2003 or 2008 Clone Wars?
Oh man.
2003 Clone Wars is amazing, but I'm gonna go with 2008 because Ahsoka is fucking awesome. And Ventress, I like her portrayal better. The way she has her arc, becomes a bounty hunter. I'm down with that.
That's true. Yeah.
Bosco Boba.
Second that.
Oh, son, that's easy. Bosco Boba. All right, we'll say it at the same time. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Boss.
Boba?
Oh shit! All right, number 4. DL44 carbine or A280 CFE? DL44 is Han's pistol. The A2C80 FE is the Rebel rifle that they use. I'm gonna go with the DL44, mostly just because I love the sound it makes. Although I don't use either. I use an E11 or a DL219.
Yeah, I don't like either of them. I prefer Lando's pistol.
Lando's pistol's pretty nice with those pearl grips. The X something or other night sniper.
Yeah,
Good.
dude, that fucking thermal look.
Okay, the Senate or the High Ground Master? So, I mean, like, the Senate, he's the Senate. He's the ruler of the galaxy. He's got unbridled Sith powers. No one can really challenge him.
He throws chairs.
He throws chairs. He throws big chairs. These chairs are large, and they're going down. But the thing is, he throws them down. He throws them downwards. And you know what's not down?
The
high ground. And Kenobi, he's up here at the top
yeah,
of the
he's
Senate.
the high ground master.
The Senate's going to try and throw the chairs, but he can't go upwards.
Yeah.
Because he can just throw them downwards. He's actually using gravity. He's an old ass again.
Yeah. You see, and
I think Kenobi would win as long as he retained the high ground. Palpatine is crafty. He's cunning. He might find a way to get to an elevated position that is above Kenobi. And
he
if
has
that happens,
those death
he would win.
spirals and screeches. You know,
He could do a 720 just from prone and just like, who's ready for that?
Yeah,
I can't.
the death screeches and the twirls, like, that gives you a lot, but it's like...
He's really good at throwing you
know,
off your game. Like, you're not expecting to see an old man start doing gymnastics.
Yeah,
pull a sword out of his sleeve.
You see, like, here's the thing.
It's the weirdest welfare check ever. You're just backing towards the door.
See, it's difficult, because I remember at some point, like, Yoda or someone saying, like, you're not strong enough to face Palpatine, it was Yoda. He's like, I'm gonna go face Palpatine, you go face Anakin, you're not strong enough to face
Palpatine failed. I mean, sorry, Yoda failed in that fight.
So
that begs the question, could Kenobi beat Yoda if it came down to it?
I don't want to go there.
I think, well, we have to, because if you think that if Kenobi's gonna stand a chance against the Senate, he has to be able to beat Yoda, because Yoda didn't beat the Senate. So he has to at least be stronger than Yoda. So if it came down to it, could Kenobi beat up Yoda?
No.
I say yes.
I
say yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if they switch places...
Because Sidious is so just, like, lethal.
Right, but well, check it out. If they switched places and Yoda had gone after Anakin and Kenobi had gone after the Senate, Yoda wouldn't have been a bitch about it. He would have just cut off Anakin's head and jumped back in the starship, met back up with him, and they would have double teamed the Senate. That's what would have happened. Like, Obi-Wan and Anakin became this long, big, drawn-out fight, and that way he wasn't able to go back and assist Yoda in his fight against Palpatine, because there was all this emotion involved, and all this, you were my brother, and all these angry looks, as well as all these crazy moves. Because deep down, Obi-Wan really didn't want to kill him, and that's why the fight took as long as it did.
Because Yoda knew that
Anakin was acting with rage and fury, trying to kill Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan was praying and hoping that his friend was still there, and he was defending himself while just being master of his saber form. But he didn't want to kill his friend, and that's why
I think
Yoda, went on and on and on.
Yoda was was paying on that hope also, that like Obi-Wan has a greater chance of potentially
of turning him back. Yeah.
Versus if I were to like
Yoda would have showed him and be like, aha, and just
they
cut him off.
Wouldn't have.
He's done.
It wouldn't have been as much of an opportunity to turn him good again.
My final answer: Kenobi would have succeeded in fighting the Senate if he was able to maintain the high ground, but he probably would have like sacrificed his life taking him down. They probably both would have died. But he would have succeeded in fighting him. Or in killing him.
He would have lost an arm. Alright, On Stage Jungle 1 asks, what are your thoughts on who the Resistance allies will be in Episode 9? At the end of Battlefront 2, we see Zay get sent on a mission to contract the allies, but we never get to see them.
Yeah, we never get to see them. They go off into hyperspace to find the allies. Just like how in Episode 8, they send messages out to the allies, and they say that they've heard them, but no one's responding. Lando Calrissian, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Also, hopefully, Shriv the Duros from Battlefront 2. There's a rumor. Spoiler alert. There's a rumor that a Duros character has been seen on set for episode 9 and is going to be a major character in the third act of the movie, showing up with Lando. Shriv and Lando have a really close. They have like the closer relationship in Battlefront. They're paired together a lot. So if that's the case, and also Naomi Aki's supposed to be showing up as Vera Calrissian, his daughter. So we'll see if any of that pans out. When episode 9 comes out, if all this information was not correct, you can come back here and say I told you so in the comments.
Allies-wise, I think it also could be a really good opportunity for them to drop more Mandalorian characters, especially
Bring them back into the fold. That could be cool.
Especially with Sabine doing all of her, like Resistance painting and art shows and bringing the different clans together. And then it would also give Disney an opportunity to slowly trickle information and trailers of their Mandalorian show that's coming out.
Holy shit! If they incorporated like everyone from all the contemporary Star Wars into Episode 9, and that's what they're keeping hush hush, is that the Outer Rim allies?
The Outer Rim allies.
The Outer Rim allies are like the Mandalorians,
so fucking
cool. Like they're like the Mandalorians, like fucking Black Sun,
man.
Crimson Dawn shows up.
I think Crimson Dawn is Black Sun. Just saying.
They were separate organizations, but like both of them show up.
Well, yeah, but Black
like
Sun
the Rebels crew, all age shows up.
Like,
Ahsoka and Ezra show up. Like all the fucking like everyone show. That would be mind blowing, and I would probably cry in the theater if that happened. But probably not going to happen. That's a lot of people to keep under wraps, and the leaks have been coming up pretty steadily. I feel like we would have caught wind of at least something like that.
Or an easy way to do it would be to just show flagships. Like if the Ghost were to pop up in some sort of like space battle, and then random Mandalorian ships were to show up at some random battle, and like they showed the different eras that way, like surrounding a planet during like some huge ceremonial thing, kind of like at the end of New Hope.
Just like subtly put it in there.
Yeah,
like a nod. Just like how in Rogue One you had the page for General Syndulla and you had the Ghost in the fight.
This is the last,
There's supposed to be quite a lot of Carrie Fisher footage.
Yeah.
She's a surprising amount of the film.
So
that's what I heard. I talked about that a little bit in the radio interview the other day. It's going to surprise a lot of people, and apparently it's being done very tastefully, and it's going to be very emotional for me. I know that watching it in the theater for everyone, I'm sure. So, yeah.
Mail time.
Alrighty. This package for Kyle Katarn does not tell me where it came from. It came from Amazon. Maybe there's something inside.
I mean, it's definitely a box, but it doesn't make sounds. Tis a Black Series Han Solo from Bespin. Thank you, mystery person. This is awesome. Hell yeah. I'm going to put it right up there with the rest of mine. Han Solo, smuggler, scoundrel, hero. Han Solo, captain of the Millennium Falcon, was one of the great leaders of the Rebel Alliance. Oh, this is great. Yes. And we were just talking about the DL-44. There it is, right there. That's great. Yeah, he can, like, hang out next to Boba's helmet or something.
Yeah, no, this is great.
Cool.
And,
yeah, thanks, mystery person.
You can't see where I'm putting him here, but there's a whole bunch of Black Series up there. That was awesome. Thank you. I'm going to check in here. I'm sure there's not like a note or something. That's from this person's identity. There we go. There we go. Hi, Kyle. Love the channel and every vid you post. Keep them coming. Thank you. It's nice to know I have a fellow Star Wars friend out there. Thank you for everything you do, and may the Force be with you. From Shane Thomas Donovan.
Shane Thomas Donovan.
Thank you, Shane. This is fucking awesome. I'm going to keep it... Be sure to check out the next video that I post. It's going to be proudly displayed right here on the shelf in an awesome pose. I'm going to do that soon. Awesome. So, unfortunately, I'm actually going to be closing down the mailbag for a little while, the P.O. Box, because it's really fucking expensive to renew it. I rent one for 6 months, and I just reached the end of the lease for it. I have 5,000 subscribers on YouTube right now. I'm going to try and launch it again when I hit 10,000, because maybe then there'll be a bigger pool of people, and more people will send me stuff. We'll see. So stay tuned for announcements about that. But, yeah, don't use the P.O. Box number. It's not going to be valid. Your packages aren't going to go anywhere. So just wanted to give you all a heads up.
But you can still send us ideas for videos, reactions, and comments and other subscriptions.
Absolutely. Always stay active on the channel. I try to post community Q&A posts. There's polls after each reaction that I do of Star Wars Resistance. You can also follow me on Facebook. I share articles on there, and also on the Instagram, where you have another opportunity to send me messages and ask me questions that I'll answer here on the Q&A videos. Thanks for watching, everybody. Check out the rest of the channel for more content, reactions, and reviews.
And as always,
May the Force be with you.